the huge Delna Vostok. This is a 600-foot floating slaughterhouse capable of processing an entire whale in less than half an hour. Most of the whales appeared to be small, somewhere between 25 to 35 feet long, and certainly nothing like the 80 or 90-foot giants that Herman Melville was talking about.
We are Canadienski.
Hello, Vostok. We are Canadian.
My nie lubim ochotku kitowców. Zwłaszcza to tak zrobicie.
We don't want you to kill the whales. Why must you do it?
What did you say to them?
He told them it's no good what they're doing, and they said go to hell.
Once they understood that we were here to save whales, the Russians ignored us completely, going back to business as usual. We were left with no alternative but to carry out our pledge to use our bodies as shields to protect the whales. So we picked out a killer ship and stayed with it as it set out on a new hunt.
Think they were running from us there, John?
No, they're not running from us. They're looking for whales. See, they're going around in this big circle here. They're not running from us.
We must be right on the ground, so.
Okay, 30-act launching crew.
Come on, quick.
Okay.
Ready? Yes.
You're holding the end over the rope.
Yes.
We got to the point where I was afraid we were going to overrun the whales. You could see the shoulder with the blowhole come right out of the water. And then we could see the guy crouching, getting ready to shoot. The only rule we kept was every time they pointed the gun another way, we'd swivel in front of that. And we came up in one wave, and there he was, and we were looking right in there. I thought we had a plug, like he couldn't possibly shoot. Then we went down, and then that fantastic sound, and you could hear the of the cable. I guess we both ducked at that point, and I don't know what happened.
Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed a pleasure for me to welcome you to the 27th annual meeting of the International Whaling Commission in London again. Since my predecessor addressed you a year ago when he opened the 26th meeting, the Commission has taken further important steps towards the conservation of the world's wild stocks. Your agenda is impressively long, as you may be well aware. The United Kingdom government welcomes this proposal for the classification of stocks as a significant step forward in the rational management of the various whale stocks of the oceans. The recognition of stock differences is also the essential theme of another important advance which the Commission has agreed, which will enable more confident degrees of what I call fine-tuning in the control of these stocks.
Nobody on the boat, please. Yeah. Get the word.
Can I have you up here just a bit, wave? Up here.
Up here.
Just come on up the ladder.
And we explained who we were, that we were the Greenpeace Foundation from British Columbia, Canada, and we represented the groups in North America who were, and in the world, who were opposed to the continued slaughter of whales in the oceans.
When he shot, and the harpoon went 15 feet over Hunter and George's head, and then the line snapped in the water 5 feet from their boat. It would have ripped their boat in half if it had hit him.
My name is George Korochwa. I'm born Czechoslovakian, but now I'm Canadian citizen.
George, could you explain the incident when the Russians fired the harpoon over your head?
Well, from the beginning I didn't believe they would do it.
The killer ship was coming down on a pod of about 9 whales. We positioned ourselves right in front of the harpoon. George was over the controls, and I was sitting at the front, keeping my eye on the harpooner. Whales were breaking the surface all around us. Then one whale came up, a female gasping for breath. I could see the harpooner tensing, so I knew he was going to fire. There was a roar like a giant firecracker, and George and I just both automatically ducked. And then the whale was hit. I heard the harpoon exploding inside her. The cable came slashing down on the water, just missing us by about 4 feet. The whale was writhing in front of us, spouting blood. And at this point, the Russians immediately stopped the hunt, and we could see the other 8 whales making their escape.
Okay, course steady. Steady it up on in, put it on the auto.
Greenpeace is still sailing, they're crazy, that's it. That thing that they're sailing is a great battleship. Them whalers blood hungry, they're out to get rich. Greenpeace is still sailing and Greenpeace won't quit.
The James Bay, a 153-foot converted Canadian Navy minesweeper, renamed the Greenpeace 7, has the capability of traveling 21 knots, which is faster than any whale-killing boat. Our strategy this year is to head right down to the California coast and rendezvous with our second vessel, the Phyllis Cormac, with her American crew, on the same date and at precisely the point where the incident had taken place the previous year. An average of 1,300 sperm whales have been killed annually within 700 miles of the west coast of North America. When our intelligence sources came up with the positions of the fleets this year, we received the first tangible evidence